Assalamu alaikum dear students, how are you? I hope you all are fine by the grace of Almighty Allah. I am also fine. Welcome to NIVS Home School. This is Kamrun assistant teacher of National Ideal English Version School, Day Shift. My dear students, today I am going to take a Bangladesh and Global Studies class for the students of class 8. And our today's topic is chapter 6. That means the economy of Bangladesh. And today we will discuss lesson 1, 2 and 3. So all of you can take your book and go to page number 68. So you can take your book, dear students, and let's start the class today. So the chapter is economy of Bangladesh, and at first we will know what is economy. And economy encompasses all the activities related to production, consumption and trade of goods and services in an area. It applies to everyone from individual to corporation and government. That means it applies to everyone from individual to corporation and government. That means it applies to every person and to the private or the government institutions or the sectors. I mean, these things help us to run our economy, that means the economy of our country. And we all know that Bangladesh is an agricultural country. So most of the people of this country depend on agriculture. That means they earn their livelihood by agriculture and they are related to the agriculture or agricultural products. But besides this, some of the village people are weavers, potters, blacksmiths, grocers and shopkeepers. And the people of the town are mainly service holders and businessmen. But except them, there are rickshaw pullers, small shopkeepers, hawkers, laborers and workers. But except those peoples, there are also some private organizations or industries or welfare oriented sectors like education and health and the private or government organizations, and these sectors or these organizations help us to run the economy of the country, and these sectors play a very vital role in the development of our country or the development of the economy of Bangladesh. Now we will go to lesson 1, and lesson 1 is about the GDP, GNP or per capita income, and GDP means the gross domestic product. So what is gross domestic product? We will know it, and GDP is the monetary value of all goods and services produced by every year by the citizens living in the country, and citizens can be native or non-native, but the citizens must be live in this country, but that means the citizen will live in this country. Now look, for example, if any citizen works in foreign country and sends the money or to our country, or any company earns money in the foreign countries or send money to the country, that means to Bangladesh, it will not be counted as the gross domestic product. That means the citizens or the company must live in this country, and then we will add his income or add his money to our national GDP, that means in our national domestic product. And why do we need to count GDP, or why do we estimate GDP? We estimate, GDP is estimated to understand the overall economic capability of a country. So if you want to know the economic capability of a country, we will study or we will know about the GDP or the gross domestic product of a country. Now we will know about the gross national product or GNP, and gross national product is the total monetary value of all goods and services produced by the citizens of a country within a specific period, especially for 1 year. So remember it, GNP is the monetary value of all goods and services by the citizens within a specific period, which is basically or usually 1 year. This period of time is 1 year. And in this process, the citizens can live outside of the country. The citizens or the company can run their business, or they can earn money outside of the country. That means they can earn money from the foreign countries, and they can send the money. And in this gross national product, we will also count the money of the citizens who live abroad, or the money of the company who earns money from the other countries or the foreigner countries, or from abroad. And GNP is estimated to realize the contribution of the citizens of a country to its economy. So we estimated gross national product to realize the contribution of the citizens of a country to its national economy. Now we will go to the per capita income. So what is per capita income? And when sum of gross domestic product is divided by the population, we get per capita income. So how will you go get the per capita income? If we divide the gross domestic product by the total population of a country, we will get the per capita income. By means of per capita income, we can measure the overall standard of living of a country. And now look, this is the process to get or to count the per capita income. Gross national income of a year by total population of the year. So we will divide the gross national income of a year by the total population of the year of a country. And there is an example. In 2011, the population of a country was 10 crore and the gross domestic product was 5,000 crore US dollar. So per capita income will be there will be 5,000 crore US dollar by 10 crore. That means 5,000 crore US dollars will be divided by 10 crore population, and the result is 500 US dollars. So per capita income of a country is 500 US dollars for that year. So in this process we can get the per capita income, and if the per capita income is high, that means the living standard of this country is also high, and if the per capita income is low, that means the living standard of the people of this country is also low. That means per capita income is related to the living standard of a country. So if you want to know about the living standard of a country, you will know the per capita income of that country, and that is why we need to increase the production of agriculture, industry and service sectors in our country to increase the income of the people. So if the people can earn more money, they can change their living standard. That means they can increase the standard of their living. And how will you know that a country is developed or undeveloped? Now look, there are some indicators to determine how much developed or undeveloped a country is. The indicators are gross national product, that means GNP, per capita income of the people and their lifestyle or their standard of life. So if you observe these indicators, you can understand whether a country is developed or undeveloped. And now look, there is a statistics given here, and the source is Economy Survey 2018. Statistics of Bangladesh Bank shows that the amount of our gross domestic product during the financial year 2004 to 2005 was Taka 3,70,707 crore, whereas the amount of our GDP during the financial year 2017-18 was 22,38,498 crore taka. So look, it has increased in 2017-18 year, and what is the aim of the what is the aim of increasing the production and income of a country, I mean in different sectors. The main aim of increasing production and income in agriculture, industry and welfare sectors of the country is to improve the standard of people's lifestyle. So if you can use the modern technology in agriculture or industry or welfare sectors like education and health, we can earn more money. That means we can increase the economic condition of our country, and thus we can improve the standard standard of people's lifestyle, and it is related to each other. Now we will go to lesson 2, contribution of different sectors to the national income of Bangladesh. And there are different sectors in our country, and by these sectors we can run our economy, and these sectors are agriculture, forest, fishery, industry, whole and retail marketing, then transport and communication, health and welfare, hotel, restaurant, bank and insurance, health and social, trade, commerce, etc. So these are the sectors, and among them we will know about some sectors, that means their income and growth rate, their income rate and growth rate in year 2012-13 and 2016 and 17. And now look, there is a chart, and all of you look at this chart. Now look, in there is the sector, financial year and income in percent and growth rate in percentage. Now look, at first we will start with the agriculture and forest sector, and in 2012-13 year, income was 13.09% and the growth rate was 1.47%. And in 2016-17 year, income rate was 11.12% and the growth rate was 1.96%. Now we will go to fishery, and during 2012-13 year, the income rate was 3.68% and the growth rate was 6.18%. And in 2016-17 year, the income rate of the fishery sector is 3.61% and the growth rate was 6.23%. And in industry, in 2012-13 year, the income rate was 19.00% and the growth rate was 10.31%. And in 2016-17 year, the income rate was 21.74% and the growth rate was 10.97%. And now we will go to whole and retail marketing sectors, and in these sectors the income rate was 14.03% in 2012-13 year and the growth rate was 6.18%. And in 2016-17 year, the income rate was 14.01% and the growth rate was 7.37%. And the transport and communication sector, in 2012-13 year, the income rate was 11.50% and the growth rate was 6.27%. And 2016-17 year, the income rate of the transport and communication sector was 11.26% and the growth rate was 6.76%. And the last one, the health and welfare sector. And in this sector, the income rate was 1.88% in 2012-13 year and the growth rate was 4.76%. And in 2016-17 year, the income rate was 1.85% and the growth rate was 7.63%. So, my dear students, what can we get from this table? Now look, from this table we can understand that the agriculture sector has a great contribution in our gross national product, and it is the biggest figure in our national income, and the industry sector also plays a very vital role in our economy, and these sectors run our economy and they have a very great role in the development of our economic condition of the of our country. And now we will go to lesson 3, human resource development in Bangladesh. So at first we will know, we should know what is human resource, isn't it? And now look, those who employ their merit and labor to increase production in agriculture, industry and service sector of the country turn themselves into manpower, and this sort of manpower is called human resource. That means the human being who becomes asset for a country or and the society, as that person is called the human resource. So there are some people or who can help the country with their labor or merit. So these people or these persons are called human resource, and human resource means to turn every unskilled person into skilled manpower or asset. So human resource means we will turn every unskilled person into skilled manpower, and thus we can turn our overpopulation into an asset. And it is possible to develop human resource with proper education, training, housing, Medicare and food. And these are the process if you want to make our people human resource, we will need proper education, training, housing and Medicare and food. And if we can ensure them proper food, training and education, we can get human resource very rapidly. But still we have some problem in our healthcare, Medicare and housing, though the literacy rate of Bangladesh is increasing day by day. So we need to focus on this sector. And human resource development means to make skilled and productive human beings through training on the basis of need. So human resource development means that we will turn the unskilled population into skilled population or productive population or productive human beings through the training basis of the need. So for this we can give the people proper education, or we can establish vocational training center in different places of our country. And now look, there is a statistics, and according to the census of 2011, the population of Bangladesh was 14 crore 97 lakh 72,364, and in January 2016 total population of Bangladesh was 16 crore 8 lakh. So of this population, only 6 crore and 35 lakh who were above 15 years had employment according to the last survey of labor force 2016-17. So now look, there is a statistics, and this is the survey of economics. This is the economic survey of 2018. So among 16 crore 8 lakh people, there are only 6 crore and 35 lakh people who have who had employment. And now look, and of the mentioned manpower, so of the mentioned 6 crore and 35 lakh manpower, 40.6% was in agriculture, 20.4% was in industry and 39.0% was in various welfare service sectors. And among them, among these 6 crore and 35 lakh, 4 crore 35 lakh men and 2 crore women have employment. So this is the picture of our country. And also the children under aged who aged under 15 and the old people are included here. Now look, in our population, so the ratio of the employment people and the unemployment people has a very ratio is very, there is a total discrimination among them. So we need to take proper steps to give the unemployed people a job or give them a work. And now look, the literacy rate of Bangladesh is 72.8%. It was 54.8% in 2009. So we can say that the rate of literacy rate in Bangladesh is increasing day by day, but we cannot develop our health or housing sectors properly. So what happened as a result? The people cannot ensure food or education to their children, and that's why they cannot make themselves manpower rapidly. And what happened now, look, most of the people cannot afford to provide food and education to their children due to poverty. So as a result, they cannot become skilled manpower rapidly. This circle is called the vicious circle of poverty. Now look, there is a chart. This is the vicious circle of poverty. And now look, there is a low income, and for low income there is a low saving, and for low income there is also the low investment, and for low investment and low saving there is low productivity. Now look, people of our country cannot give their children proper food and education, and that's why they cannot become skilled manpower. And this circle is called the vicious circle of poverty, and this vicious circle of poverty is an obstacle for the development of our country or the human resource, or the development of the human resource. For example, poor people do not get sufficient food, and as a result they possess an ill health, and that's why they get sick very frequently, and when they get sick they cannot go to their work, and that's why they cannot earn money, and their income is less. So when their income is less, what happens? Their saving is also small, and that's why their investment is also low. That means they cannot invest because of their low income, and because of the low investment and low saving, what is the result? Low productivity. That means they remain poor. So this circle is called vicious circle of poverty. Because of the low income, there is the low investment and low saving, and because of the low investment and low saving, there is the low productivity. That means the people cannot make them skilled, or they cannot become skilled manpower quickly. So what will we do? We will develop different sectors of our country, and we will try to remove the poverty from our country, and the government should come forward and take different steps to give job or to give work to the people of this country, and we should set up, or we should form different vocational training center to make our population skilled. And first of all, we should give them proper education and food, and when we can ensure proper education and food, the people will become human resource very quickly. So my dear students, there is a homework. This is homework number 14. At first you will go through lesson 1, 2 and 3 from chapter 6, and then you will do the homework. You will make 8 MCQ from this chapter, from lesson 1, 2 and 3. So my dear students, from this chapter, from our today's topic, we have learned about the national income, and that means the gross national product or the gross domestic product. And we also know about the human resource and how can you improve, develop our human resources. And we can also get a picture of different sectors which contribute our national income. And we also know about the per capita of a country and the indicators of indicators how can we understand a country is developed or undeveloped. So dear students, that's all for today. I hope you have understood our today's topic. Do your homework regularly and submit it on every Sunday within 8 AM to 4 PM. So dear students, all of you study a lot and listen to your parents. See you again. Allah Hafiz.